Mami nhyɛ nkɔtwetwe na se emfam free owura lawyer Appiah Dankwah wono a member movement for change enkane na or member of the new patriotic party too enkane last week no a member of the new patriotic party Debioba we regard him as such. Ewia me ma de my flyer de akọ awia wa na lawyer frame lawyer say me nsa no na menye no member movement for change lawyer akwaba empombo ko de ba na say say suddenly say me ntimi nka say the other party say communication team member bill.
The other party has said.
The other party.
No.
NPP.
Yes.
Na deputy is one who. What shall I say?
Be straight.
Madi, what shall I say? Now to bear me and send it. A couple of me August ending ni who. There be crying August ending. July ending ni who. But yeah.
I'm fa akonya enchia 84. Menchia wankasa. Minyamadi. Professor, Ishache, unya pusika umfibi.
Sefa.
Onya ni post, madinya ni post umfibi.
Like we say me post ni by at the same time now. Position ni by at the same time now. You're starting the registration. So you can imagine the challenge. But we say yeah, appointed here and the following week, and I used to start electoral limited registration. Into now engagement in Akufo-Addo also. Into over studio crap on that acquire idea adding. That is why when we say Tuesday team we there at any time we may buy the right time.
What say you're starting movement for change. Over say overcome home.
No, that be a finna. In fact, it be a finna. Benya 4 chairs wa. Three not taking control.
Yeah, of course.
Three not take control.
Everyone knows that 3 not take.
And the other 4th one almost rolled that. No more Johnny. Lawyer na ebo more crowd that time because our Tuesday no day. We need it should be in your team in county member. So lawyer was doing managing
and the CA lawyer actually no. I just say also in your 4th person.
I just on your 4th.
Ombra. Tuesday here.
You're 4th person. You see, my main kind memory has been true.
Yeah, Yanko.
Oko Matthew 7:21.
Matthew 7:21.
I said, not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he who does the will of my Father who is in heaven.
Wacho nyanto na media no ya meka ne twi mu Matthew sempa mboa nti yenko apamfoforo no Matthew ensempa etirahe
7
etiri enson enyimu
21
aduonu baako enti enyimu aduonu baako ne se enye obiara oseme se ewurade no na obekọ osoro aheni mu na emom ne oye meja a owosoro no na pede no.
Fantastic. Now you san kind Galatians 5:22 to 23.
Galatians 5:22 to 23. Galatians 5.
But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control.
Na honhom abano ne odo enigye asumdwe abojo kire ayemye papaye jidie ojo enidaho mrebiara ni ho a etia yenum
ntino say sa asim we Paul the toilet akoma Galatians for no say o yobi a waje Yesu Kristo edi na say ntu ye Kristo ni na say honkonkron ahyew ma ehun fruit no ne de wanka fruit so ehun fruit no intemba say uwo we na oni we uwo ni nyina.
The fruit should be an embodiment of all of these.
And also say, and the matter is Yesu Kristo kasa kan. Ose nyo bia na eka ejejei. Na be call so ahimemu. Na wa wo ye eja no
apedie.
and ra day no e kai me na yan wo me de 1941 ra friends saying Japan for to share America for so to share America for so now America for president no not the FDR Franklin Delano Roosevelt no cause that day no I think 7th December 1941 I was able to go down in history in infamy. 21st September will go down in infamy. Our political history of this country. I didn't hear. For the past 2 months, if I make us a station and say, I've been saying this for about 3 years. Say party no the NPP no. Or me in the soul, in the spirit no, you're torturing. Party na kasa party NPP just in name, but not in spirit, not in character. And that party better than Machiavellian. Okay.
Yeah.
And also obesa kaya because you say that's a party I say Christo ni. You know where say Christo for nyankopon na two mudin Christo for.
David.
We shall Paul at Paul John the letters man Romans. No one can Christians. They are not use the word to the saints.
Ahontefo
to the saints. But a Christo for no a Antioch for the ma sa ahontefo no. Because I say obosho mabrabo o mabrabo na say den say
Jesus Christo.
Oh, sana say also your NPP ni any din no. Once no mama for Ghana we are NPP we are NPP and you just say NPP for just secretary I go Ghana say we are NPP. You say and you work radi. The first one can NPP and you know your NPP ni. Because NPP na kasa onisu on the spirit.
Disunaira.
And you know na moji. In some o kan chema untumi nsensen bi.
Yeah.
Onye NPP ni.
Chema untumi NPP ni.
Nana do onye NPP ni. Say what in the party na people's party. And not here asimo rala chema te kan ye. Emra all my justification for the inter free pa that thing no. Or reiterating more than 5 times. Say he believes in the values, in the principles, in the ideals of the founding fathers of the party.
Yes.
And no cancer. Into no essential all catch a Ghana for say me was you see I say ofa nipedbs here sifa ni odin but na odin keke was a body where was sifini but who was some special subia ma sifa I say a Christian so a Christian ma pa who was some special subia ma ye den o ye Christian dem ka no say NPP so ni su so also NPP na about say o from na me NPP na the elephant is the winning symbol. What I say NPP was some subi, some value sets be, some principles be. What I say the also NPP na ye behwe. Na test it. I share whether we NPP na say NPP. What I say. And now 25th September.
Yeah.
2023. He should be come once ma. But there's another date. 19th September 1954. 19th September 1954.
19th September
1954. On that day, no, NLM.
National Liberation Movement.
Yes,
yeah.
NLM. Now, the question is NLM for what NLM? Because that was the foundation of the NPP. Foundation of NPP, no, UGCC. Foundation of the NPP, no, NLM. Foundation of NPP, no, NLM.
National Liberation Movement.
Now, NLM, so, it's no free mention. But for Sakoto, or you sue. Stores to serve Victor Sumoni, Lamte money to Appiah, Baba Semon, on. Dear Fapim, dear value set, dear principle in judgment.
8.9.
I was in case some of me woman you know, none come me CP before.
Yeah.
Coming quite just such a phone, as something that the man. What was I say? By 1954, now Kwame Nkrumah have finished UGCC. Now that party, so now Bujan on the party, GCP.
Yeah.
Now only on the party NDP. What do you say?
Yeah.
Now the point the man NLM for the departed the man sanko from Bomudo, departed from CPP to NLM. Now certain value be. You also take political party, we seem to have forgotten. The only reason why you should have a political party is because you want the betterment of your country. That really. But okay, say money ye better because based on philosophy about how our governance ought to be made. Based on views about how governance ought to be made. Anything that ought to part, but the focus near say over your money. Yet NLM no now or what the departing point in there, the fact that not CP per se almost a very unitary government and power of the government should be very centralized. NLM fund for say federal, but I just say power near a decentralized.
Yeah.
See, I buy unitary federalism with that matter has been settled
Already.
Unitary.
Yeah.
But decentralization is still very relevant because when people constitution is here, two. So NLM almost believe in what is your liberal democratic values and ideals. When people part in a womb, what are those ideals? Ideals they believe in the rule of law. The rule of law is also one of the rule of law abominations, say arbitrariness. One of the values the respect of tolerance. Who believe say friend saying in system of governance. This would be ultimately freedom of conscience, freedom of speech. One of the value sets say, or more govern. You govern with what? Based on the consent of a more govern. And say, well, that's really elections. That's what we do. And you say, that's our consent now. That consent can be vitiated where it is, friends saying, is coerced either through an undue influence, and I say, would the beat is intimidation. So any value set of your party of NPP. Now, Roland Chamantin case and they say, so values in TIMA really a NPP in 1992. No, it was just a rebirth of SAR, NLM, let be UP, let be PP, let be PFP. No, it was a continuum. Those values, no, and the more adherence to SAR value setting in about to get before me NPP. In the case, they say SAR values. Automatically, it's bringing for the values of fairness, the values of accountability, the values of probity, of equity. So have values, no. NPP as it stands today, no, or may depart from those values. NPP as it stands today, no. I'm not going to say destruction. NPP as it stands today, no, it departed from some values, no. NPP as it stands now.
We're joining free home.
NPP no a departed. And I'm making more examples. Exactly from from 2007. Yekotoaba. Free and fair elections. The middle of the elections are 1 region to 2 regions to 3 regions to gidi most say propaganda obi chesika na the patapa ya blocking elections no e ba ya just bibia nwonan ya mencha de danado no yama no we win a second round but pay because we are adherents of those values no or do party no or a founding member of the party we using the see can be at party or say they saying danado nkona de nya penye no obe support no edu eche de denisi ye for not yet danado mo ta kan supporters no so o ka senka o resign mo ni ka se mo promise no senka mo sisi nsem ni na mo nsisi that the line your constitutional friends and reforms 2010 the undemocratic one of conductors are issues no the beatings na that things e cause so you nya aware of invisible forces you nya aware of afuku coup d'etat the doctor say you nya clearly all the about 20 say clearly part of the party ultimately recognize the party no from until that become as say a party no familiar spirit I take over the party meboa become as
that's that you said that the spirit of the party in the and it's been taken over by the familiar spirit
become spirits because our spirits in party terms no spirits in their values no some values in any obium so what kind of justification can you have for still being there me tell more response no me tie chama to me beyond said Jamaican to carry or no. There's a clear loss. Very Machiavellian. But almost one of the party principles. I mean, almost loyalty. Almost loyalty. Respect. Who probably already disloyal? Who be friends saying only scruples Tell me about NPP. Tell me about NPP. Our modern Namlan and the chat in a month for the probable lies. What I say, and let me tell you, or more responsible. And no spirit. No spirit. But Nasi, Ashe High, Ama, in party national bottom, or much party spirit national bottom. Into Isafa. The point is, like I'm saying, say, the only reason until you take political party, because
for the betterment of
the country,
of the state.
immediately that ceases to be your focus, then you have no business being a party. Immediately that when that ceases to be your focus, me take party for no, Mati OPK, Mati Kwabli Japan, Mati say, na me them a dumb party. Me to when a dumb of mine. You don't want to say, because clearly the party losing focus from the mandate to create a better Ghana. And as time goes by, no material, or fire party, NPP party objectives. Now share the kind of governance and another deliver. What you say clearly to say this is a government where you sue MP, or be a where you sue MPP, they about to me. Or deliver governance at variance in all forms and shapes to party. They make I think say you hear radical change. You hear radical change in the way we think. Because our parties we fail number one in the kind of political culture we create. So want to mean create political culture say obi they say mad ya there. Why ya there pa? Only because mad when they sit they say enye. What kind of culture is that? They say mad when they say why ya there? Because mad say this into me say enye. And I say me movement for
change
about being here there. Mad this because they move on change into opposite. You can't build that kind of political.
And that's what has been created by the NPP and the ADC over a period of time. In the
for 32 years. That's the kind of the issue bar. I'm not for support or not for issues. No.
It's dependent on where they stand politically.
Nobody will be wondering on my now. Or what I say, intimate dumb party. But people forgot to say political parties. Because the number one duty of political parties is to mobilize amount for and shape public opinion towards say building your mind. Or building in terms of culture, political culture. Or building in terms of culture, agree for open disagreement. I love open now a demand for accountability. Your president, echo catcher communicators say. So far as is concerned, I want to be defending Appiah, no matter what,
whether wrong or right.
How can you defend Galamsey? How can you defend this wanton destruction of your environment? No? How can you defend 37.5 financing monetary omoye? Open say financing monetary as also printing sikano. At that reason, an abomination, one of the biggest abomination in any monetary policy. Your president say only the only solution for your problems. No, the web after of South. Kaya any source country ya impeachment. No, I'm not for defending. So what's happening is that political parties no, they are almost structures into the no. Bet done some slave institution be into cook as if we are slave until me can warding. And I then they all bread or mine. If I them come they all bread or mine. Now the royal and say, we take a boost step and first of all applaud him. Because any easy step. So we very honest. Any easy step of your catcher say enkusishe. That's the step of your catcher. But Abraham Lincoln can't be. Abraham Lincoln, Martin Luther King. Tamana o chasey civil rights movement of America. No, so you nipa a man and you have nothing for which you are ready to die for. Then you are not worth living. But this decision like Chamatin making, a decision based on conviction. Conviction is a deep-rooted love for the mind. Based on conviction and for a deep-rooted love for the mind. Because it's all can you like you don't want the money. I was say, oh, John Pie and yet 10 hours. One, I say no elections on to be loose now and now into film. One, your elections. Maybe your elections. Two, when your first time or attempts to call primaries. 207 or call primaries. No, now don't we knew. Can't forget the street. Alantamata ko se no se den se cap se party be senti no se party be teta pansenti no me nya panyin ko So where does that propaganda come from? The intent also reason because party no to buy another do leadership my party no one say no party no a party. What I say? You know kasa no or train ojai no otinemu. Consistently party the party. 2010 when Nana do sakobi. Nana winning and that's not a can public or see he believes in the incorporation after competition. The record as here. 2014 osakobi. Now the winner of say free and fair no. Offend Nana congratulations. And consistently we lead the campaign for Nanado. So arguments and say election will listen to now or be into film no, sustain it. But often because party now as it is right now, in all forms and shapes, in all character and expressing the piano, and yes, NPP no. And Newton and Ra, he kept on reiterating his commitment to the ideals and values that and my funny fathers and editor party no. That is a belief in the liberal democratic ideals. They believe in fairness, in your right to think and have a conscience. In a friend saying, said those who govern must do same with the consent of the government. In the belief in tolerance. And then no cases are julobia no moye no. I'm for you julobia because by and we fail me and solve basic.
You've not delivered on your promise.
So you don't solve that problem by sitting and allowing the police to handle amount for. You solve the problem. Solve the problem. Who was spending 2.1 billion on APCO and 400 million on 1 year and that is only show enough commitment to solving the problem. Because of that deep-seated love, was share mid-budget review, 36 page, only 1 page in the case about growth. No plan. We are a country without direction. That was what I say. We are a country really without direction. Makawa that means through Makawa. Say Makawa some mid-budget review. No, the idea shame me. Me yes sad. O kanya uzenda so biya anyhow. I paid a great transformational plan about. A great transformational plan on the focus and bring about some massive radical transformation in here to make good the promise of your democracy. And he believes to do that no. Then there must be a change. There must be a transformational change. And not just even in the economy, but in the kind of culture you build, the political culture. I say, Mahdi, Jibril, Mahdi, Unyaminia. Answer.
Mahdi, Unyaminia. Unyaminia.
Should he matter or anything? Should he matter? Why you gonna any? Let us say. Should he matter? Next time, about 4 first of NPP no no. Oh, you mean I was or gun any? Also, let us say the fact is that the difference is just different arguing, but it's all share. It's up culture no. You need to culture no. What share is as if you're NPP Ghana and the war NDC Ghana. What share the kind of leadership and another as if you're a president for just the NPP, and if it's all a president for the entire country. And that culture needs to change. The attitude towards work. It's that arrogance of power. No, what's Chairman to me can say? Oh, I respect arrogance of power. Chairman to me clearly respect arrogance of power. We don't need that kind of character in leadership. We don't. Among foreign recognizes says, "Oh, leader really is the call to serve." Oh, let us say, at least that kind of have a deep reflection. You have a deep-seated reflection. I say, among for to me, amount to me, young for you to me, amount for. Oman demonstrate say omo sa character sa suban sa ahombrase no sa humility no yam arrogant players in BABM obia ono opetumi no say den obesom eno bi opetumi na ode be lord over yen utire achamu ntumi mu ne a lot of them people for kasa sa arrogance of power no yam pesa no action talk only yam pe no action talk only so ala action no remember show down ala na ma abani show down ono ma abani show down. You see, because you're building your mind. Oh, you're peli that vision anyhow. Ora, friends, Bamia. Their vision I will show. The one would be a Bamia, I didn't know Omudechi. Omudechi show me what 2. Because we are enemies of the state. How can you follow and be prepared to give handover power to be a on country of the entire opposite to me? Who the entire Bamia to me?
Mention NTV from here.
You put up a sample. We need to pay to me. So for me, I no crime. To moi, then I wonder. On money yana. And I ye the omufu something. None of them catch. Say, JM time $1 2 cities. So on of I got my money at times or more resign but the money under the table. Is that the case? Because our question was the president, on country didn't the president. Yet I'm not forbidding it. I think analysis all those people. Because here's a kind of leadership, no. You hear leadership or what vision. You hear leadership or what character. You hear leadership or what competence. You hear leadership or what integrity. It's a kind of leadership. And Ura Alanchamantin. You're so convinced, and some of us are so convinced. And so I said, listen, I'm ready and willing to serve me mind. More vision me wa Braziliano. Me ready to serve me mind. If it means I may yes, take his salary, say your movement will change, so be it. And so far, you know, I know one of the lawyer, a conviction-based decision. A decision based on a deep-seated conviction and deep-seated love for my country. Because you see, and my friend Ghana for a lot of Obia, what's our passion for your mind? What's our conviction? So moon jumping onto some movement, no. Moon jumping onto some movement, no, because you drew threshold, no. You drew that stage in the history of this country, you can't change. So you can't change, every 8 years I'm saying you can't change, and yet it's our kind of change, you know. So you change your bank, you can't change in the way we do things. You can't change in the kind of leadership we want to give. You can't change in our attitudes. You can't change in your vision. You can't change in your direction. You can't even change in your love. I'm not for love to party, no. But I'm for demonstrating a deep-seated love for my mind, no. Because the entire don't party. Because of course, a party with me on my papa amount. Na sa party with me lady who am also so boa ama ye de yacheche on my no. Anything na 25th September no, a great day. Like 19th September 1954 will always be a great day. Because on both of these days, no, a certain movement was started. Movement are ability to a body, the custodian of what is best of the liberal democratic ideals. No? And I'm afraid Ghana will believe in those ideals. No? So our ideals, our NPP do not represent them anymore. NPP a threat to national security. So the NPP is a massive threat to national security.
NPP is a threat to
the kind of bogus leadership is a threat to national security. No focus, no direction, no belief in any principle, no ideal, no conviction. I'm saying it. No conviction is a threat to Timbimo. The NPP as it stands now. NPP is losing ideals. NPP is losing the values. No? NPP need direction. A threat to the security. Now we see Julobi. Here's one more. French Revolution didn't see. Any values are governs our French Revolution. No? Russian Revolution didn't see. The glorious revolution didn't see. Yeah, my uncle say revolution that. Yeah, for us revolutions. No? So when men deliver on the mandate on the promise of leadership now, history chair said Nipa are likely, to rise up, and we don't want that. It is a more to me say clearly at variance against the ethos, the tenets of leadership. If so, who fail and deliberately, to promise on the entire year 2 minutes now on your threat. See, unemployment situation every year be 300,000. And receive, no.
Yeah.
Is there a chance of jobs for them? We say 85% of prisoners are Ghana, 85% to age between the age of 12 and 35 years. The NTR, one of the critical NTR Islamic insurgents, no, in your footwood, it was Sahel areas, no, because of lack of jobs. We convinced. Meanwhile, a bank to me to create that environment in Johannesburg Spring. Undam for more America. It means we will watch much coming more America. I know Munim She. So okay. Why? Because of that environment. No, those are the cool number university. Now we are call Abuchi we do while within 2 days. Namenya Ejuma. Why can't we create a similar system? And we can create a system. What I say, if we have that right leadership, I'm saying the NPP, the kind of good one that had in 2017, with the kind of goodwill, and it's says money in a bat together. Everybody, even NDC for him to have delivered this, in spite of all the resources available made to him, no, me say NPP government way, the extent to the departure from our values. Omu threat to national security. Inti say my ende. Ti me frɛ omu believe in sa ideals no. Sa ideals that ma ye nyina ye dumb NPP no. Sa enye raka mo fian we yo. Sa ideals no. As you say mu hu be amoko. Because clearly sa party as it is no, they do not represent those ideals no. Mumbra movement for change. Because you see no sa movement no and they're the right and proper custodians of those ideals no. Because or say or reaffirming the commitment to those ideals.
It is a happy 98.9
and a free oral lanchman. Oral lanchman because also party in terms of ideals are the party has moved from those ideals. Oral lanchman who painting
with those ideals.
Who painting. There are millions of Ghanaians out there now painting with those ideals. Those ideals are being attacked. Those ideals are lanchman about opposite savvy. This is your seeing the movement for change. The right custodian of those ideals. Obi a pay baby sabi na kono. Me tons afro. But joining some movement no. Na yen GMI.
Lawyer Andrew Appiah Dankwah.